Media, physical media, collecting, the change. I think the biggest problem at the moment is hype of news. I think now everything needs its place because everybody will always want something. It's easy enough to get your phone out and go ting, but yeah, you do need an alternative. And the alternative now, maybe these people have wanted cheaper. But when you want to talk about physical media and people actually want to buy something, they don't want the postman to be holding their box set around going, yeah, I'm waiting on this box set, and the postman's just doing that or chucking it left, right and centre. He could drop it, spin it, discs are rattling, is it broke? You know, it's like, yeah, boom. You know, some people like to go, right, that one's a bit naffed on the edge, that one's had a sticker on. We're collectors, and everyone has their own collections, and if you look behind me, there's something like 40 copies of the thing. Some of my favourite box sets, and then, yeah, bang. And is that a problem for me now? Yeah, pretty much, but I've got the storage. Some people don't have the storage. My friend Bell still likes to cut his DVDs up and put them in a CD wallet for space. Each in their own, you know. I've always collected my physical media and stored it, and, you know, I had a lot of loss as a kid, so again, I collect things. But again, everyone has their own niches and everyone likes their own kind of stuff, and everyone has the passion of movies. And physical media isn't just about movies. If you look at CDs, I'm not a massive CD collector. There's a handful of soundtracks in this room, and most of the CDs in this room are something I'm involved in, and so I'm not vast. I do have a lot of vinyls though for soundtracks and stuff. And again, each to their own. Physical media, I'm not saying bring back Laserdisc. It's easy enough to bring back Laserdisc and just walk off camera and go, right, tonight we're watching Howard the Duck or On Deadly Ground. Yeah, again, Laserdiscs, it's a change of the times, it's technology. But, you know, people go, well, it's on Netflix. Not everything's on Netflix. Like streaming, yeah, streaming. But the thing is with streaming, I don't think it has the same impact if it's just on streaming. I like to physically have something in my hand, like The Mask and Transform. No, I think, you know, a film like, I totally forgot about Troll. Not Troll Hunter, it's Troll. And I really enjoyed that film. It's only on Netflix. My algorithm doesn't let me know what it is. Fair enough, I'm not signed into my account. But again, I don't have Netflix. It's just there on my television. And I think Netflix have been chopping down that. But again, if you want digital media, there's Paramount Plus, there's Disney Plus, there's HBO Max, there's BBC iPlayer, there's Now Movies, there's loads, there's WWE Network, there's all kinds of stuff out there, and you kind of need them all. Now if you mount that all up and you wanted all of them, you're talking between £50 to £100 a month, right? But that's, you can watch what you want, okay? And you got to pay a TV license, which I do, unfortunately. Anyway, with physical media, I think like the passion, the products and collecting, for example, over there are all Christian Slater films. Yes, Christian makes stuff that is only on Netflix. You can't have it, you want it, you like to watch it, but I like collecting stuff, and that's why I'm a big collector of VHSs, and, you know, I like to have my own movies of stuff I'm in or involved in. You know, I like to support my friends doing their passion movies and stuff. I like collecting multiple versions of True Romance and Highlander and The Goonies because I love artwork. I like to physically see it. I don't want to look at something on Netflix and instantly the trailer starts and like, whoa. And I mean, I think a trailer can spoil a lot of things. I miss old school trailers. Like, I always remember the Warner Brothers things with the yellow font at the bottom. I miss that. I've got a passion for that. I remember the anticipation of a film coming out, and you would go to the video store, you would see it, it would tell you it coming, and stuff like, oh, Wolf's coming out, and I've got reminiscence of Wolf coming out, The Pest coming out. I'm just looking at some of my VHSs on the other side of the room. Money Train, trailer hypes, trailer clips. It made you want, when you rent or buy a video, you know, that era is gone, video shops are gone, you know. But physical media, I think, when I said everywhere needs its place, Barcelona is a great example of that. There's like one shop that dominates it, but Barcelona also still has a working rental video shop and DVD. I think at the moment, one of the biggest problems, if you halved everyone and went, right, everyone just streams, if it's not on Netflix, they're not going to watch it. And that is a massive thing. People won't go to the pictures. If it's not on Netflix or on TV, you ain't going to watch it, right? And that's again, that's what people's choice is. So they are not collectors, right? And that's it. Not everyone buys stuff because that's the only way we can get it now. People have a tendency to go, oh, it's on cheaper on Netflix. It's not cheaper on Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's not on Netflix. It could be on Netflix. You never know. It changes, but then all again, it's on Netflix. Poof, gone. How are you going to watch it? Okay, and you get no extra features and all that kind of stuff. And it can be altered, changed, corrected is a word at the minute. Corrected. But there's nothing over there. Physical media. I should look at this side. Actually, yeah, physical. There's me VHSs. These are some of my favourite ones as a kid. I think the biggest problem we've got at the minute, as you know, supermarkets don't really dibble dabble in. I think Morrison's and Asda tiptoe around the chart stuff. Companies like Arrow Films, 88 Films, 101 Films, Final Cut, Signature One. These labels are out there bringing films we want, and the restoration, the extra features and all that. The people who want them stuff don't really watch Netflix. It seems to be the trend. But I think the biggest problem is there's too many alternatives. We have DVD, Blu-ray and 4K now, okay? And it's not like a battle of the companies. It's not like we had HD and Blu-ray. And I personally think Blu-ray and the HD thing kind of scorned a few people when they were on DVD, and then 3D Blu-ray came along and everyone was in 3D and it's just gone, you know, it's a poof gone. But some films are still mass produced. I mean, I went to see Godzilla King Kong 2, let's call it that, ex-Godzilla, and it blew my mind. The 3D was just like, wow. And again, that's the reason you got the pictures, but I can't watch that in the house, you know. And some films come out in 3D still, like Avatar. But I think like when you've got a film that is released on all three formats, you know, the mass of people are still going to buy DVD. DVDs still come out. They're about £10. They haven't seen a drop in price, and they get bare bones releases. It's just strange that DVD is still there. Blu-ray should be the, you know, 4K should be the big rising thing. And I mean, a lot of companies now, like the titles I said before with 88s and the Arrows and stuff like that, they do release the odd DVD. They do, but predominantly it's only on Blu-ray. It's exclusively on Blu-ray. It has a run, and TV isn't really supported by Blu-ray. There's a lot of Blu-ray out there on for TV, but the old school classics aren't. Only Fools and Horses, Young Ones has just come out on Blu-ray, but again, the BBC doesn't really, they'd rather knock on your door and go, have you got a TV license, rather than, you know, like mass produce and get Only Fools and Horses ready. Red Dwarf's out, looked great, loads of extra features, you know, they could do that, but they'll still mass produce the DVD, push the DVD. So DVD really has a stronghold on the more TV box sets because it's cheaper to produce. But again, you got Blu-ray in the middle now, and then you got 4K. Then you've got films that don't come out in 4K and don't come out in DVD. You've got films that come out in DVD and don't come out on Blu-ray 4K. You've got 4Ks that only come out and they don't come out on bloody Blu-ray or DVD. And the double pack seems to error. It seems to be all over the place. Right seems to be all over the place. But it's a great time to be a collector, because today's seen the release of Evolution, right? And a low Evolution to me is a bare bones release. It's got a nice slipcover. It is £18, and that is the rise in prices. £15 for Blu-ray used to be like the collection size. I mean, I bought the Loch Ness the other week and waffled about that, and it was a bare bones release, you know. But getting these films available, films that you grew up, films you got passion for, films you might enjoy an actor, films that you thought you would never ever see. Like, will we ever see Dark Blood with River Phoenix released? Possibly, because it has tiptoed around a bootleg cut around Europe. Could happen. Could we see some long lost movies that have never been released? Like, if I look along this shelf now, Ski Patrol, it's been released in Blu-ray in America. In America, a lot of the bigger stores are pulling out of it, but again, it's the smaller independents. Like, you know, not like every place can give up, let's say that wall was 15 foot of product and go, right, new and trend, because it's a lot to hold on to, it's a lot to turn around, it's a lot to sell. And again, people aren't just buying it, people are so used to just going, right, what's on, you know. And I think again, it's appealing to the masses, and as long as you can appeal to the masses, you always got to remember, people who collect have got the money, they just want what they want. I mean, personally, take my money if any of them really got released on 4K. I mean, I'm sitting here a bit of a hypocrite. I don't have a 4K television or a 4K Blu-ray player. 4K player. I've wanted one for so long. It's just house, travel, costs, still buying shit, build up, and it's cost. It takes a lot to jump, from a new television to a new 4K player to then. But again, it's that risk. Some people, DVD player's enough. It's got dust on it. Some people never went on a Blu-ray because of, what do I buy? Blu-ray HD. And HD did sting a lot of people in that early start. Games consoles no longer have disc drives. You know what I mean? And that kind of stuff. But like, what happens in there? People rely on the internet. Again, physical media, to me, I'm just going to walk off camera right now. And there you go. Love that. Police Academy looks great on Blu-ray. All 7 films retails about $14.99. There's the original Police Academies there. And then we signed one up there. Me personally, right, it's Police Academy, right? But ugly. But do I fucking love having this in my collection. Like, all nicely signed was classic artwork, and artwork's a big thing. It's a massive thing for me. It's a massive thing for collectors. And it's also like, there's so many different walks of life, and everyone's got passionate products and availability. And I think like sitting there and falling for artwork, like I always say this, Samuel Jackson on the front cover of RoboCop remake. Why? Trailer. Word of Mouth's a good one. There is some amazing content to put on these shows, don't get me wrong. But if Brendan Fraser is so shit hot at The Whale, release it. Brendan Fraser won the Academy Award. It should not just be exclusively on Amazon Prime. You know what I mean? If they're going to release Coming to America 2 on physical format, come on. Let people see what Brendan Fraser can do, because it was limited on the pictures. It's that kind of thing. I think just being passionate, having a product, a story to tell. To me, I always tell stories about growing up in England and New Zealand and being fascinated by VHSs and video shops and going to these video shops and looking for these movies. And I always say this on other videos, right? And I actually have it here in my hand, because I always go, oh yeah, you used to like an actor and you used to like an actress, and you would get the book and you'd be like, right, okay. And this is well before, this is like pre-internet. There you go, Suburbia. Not the Suburbia, I don't know. Saboteur, there you go, code name. Safari. Didn't give you much though, page after page, the year, the kind of VHS stuff, codes, where it's available, and that would be it. And that was years back. You know what I mean? The massive movies made. But again, you've got to think about this as well. Again, it is less cost if you can sell it on. You don't have to bear the button of making media. I'm going to shout out to Theo right now, because Theo, this was out, and then Theo is sold out, you know, and then down the line we might see this on Blu-ray. Again, physical media, have it on the shelf. Yeah, I made a movie, it's on the shelf, there you go. Rather than go, yeah, it's on Netflix. Well, it's cool if it's on Netflix, you know. But making a movie, getting it on DVD, getting it on Blu-ray can be expensive. It's but again, there's incentives now for like tax write-off or whatever with recycling and stuff like that. But I think like the passion's there, and I don't think physical media will disappear overnight. I think it gradually will suppress it, but I also think that preservation, like again VHS decades later, still there, still high in value. There is money in physical media. I think it's more like if you look at pop vinyls and you look at how the pop has popped, it's crazy. It's crazy to think. Again, trend and stuff, you never know. But I think what is most important is people still love films, support films, and people like myself can still create content and, you know, still have that passion. But when you got that passion and there's kind of no export, or to me personally, making something, like being involved in stuff, like I'm kind of involved in this one. It's got some dust on it, guys. The Mitch Laddie Band live in concert. You know, I was there. I filmed the show live. I was there when the guys brought the album out, and having that on the shelf, I'm thinking that's actually the fucking promo album, that. You know, I'm happy to have that on the shelf there. Like in Evil Hour, Predators, you know. the director of their music video. This physical CD, it's on vinyl, it's on the shelf there. And yeah, that's your passion, your product, and your collectors editions. I always think there should be a niche market for stuff, and you know, it's on Amazon, oh it's on Netflix, isn't good enough. It's when someone says that to me, I'd be like, when people go, oh, people still buy DVDs. I'd be, yeah, they do. They do. They should be buying Blu-ray and 4K now. Evolution. No pun intended, evolution coming out today. Evolution. But again, it's product, it's passion, you know, it's collectivity, it's keeping stuff in order. Again, that's the biggest problem though now. Space. But again, we're not a dying breed. We just need an update. See now, Tiggs. I don't know so here in the outtakes, if you used to buy loads of stuff, and essentially what you probably not see in my house is DVDs. They're all in the loft. Again, I need to do something with them, but like with my VHSs, I just made me wardrobe about them. I mean, solid. Solid. But when you take like, there's a big box VHS and then, oh, I can have it on a CD like that, like a disc, and then no, it's just on Netflix. You went, well, okay, you know, especially TVs. I'm pointing at my TV there. Being smart, internet connected, they're ready. You can just zoom along what I watch. But I personally like listen to commentaries. I like to absorb films, but I also like to just get up and get it. And you think, oh well, you know. But I can still go, right, I want to watch Shallow Grave. I'm not going to pull that one out, just in case. But if I want to watch, no, I better not pull that out. I'm only joking with you. If I want to watch Desperate Measures, right, I can put the VHS in the VHS player, and it'll play. Yeah, I've even rewound it. Lovely condition, that. And that's a film that should be out on Blu-ray. It should be out on DVD. It's probably been out on DVD back in the day. It is an entertainment video. Show me geekness there. Michael Keaton, Andy Garcia. Even though, right, I'll say, you know, Michael Keaton shit hot at the minute, right? I'm leaving you with this rant here. Michael Keaton shit hot. Back as Batman. Went a bit wrong, didn't it? Could have been better. Again, look at Batgirl, Brendan Fraser. Give him some love. I was going to say Airheads used to be there. I've moved it. Back as Beetlejuice, yeah. Andy Garcia. Aye, Andy Garcia, yeah. Why the fuck was Andy Garcia the bad guy in Expendables 2? Surely Nicolas Cage could have fucking done it. Again, passion, product, supporting, who knows. Alright. So that's my little waffle about physical media. Yes, times are changing, people are changing, but the passion's always going to be there. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. So